Wow, that was a scary old ride. Can't see. Just to prove that Sharon does drive it sometimes. This is something you don't see every day. You're doing a great job. Smile for the camera. A lot of cruising.
Bye, Pompey Chimes.
So it's Wednesday morning. We're leaving Kintbury, and we've got Dave up front. So give us a wave, Dave. So yeah, great night last night. Went to Dundas Arms. It was all right in there, not too bad. Food was quite nice, a bit pricey for what it was, but it was okay. It was a nice evening. They had good beer on tap. So we're on our way to Hungerford now. But we're going to go through and past Hungerford and then turn round and try and moor up in Hungerford somewhere. So we'll see how we get on today. Brunsden lock and Dave's first lock. So he's mastered it already. Not that it's particularly difficult, but there we go. Yeah, so we're first lock of the day down. So far so good. So far so no rain, but it is looking a little like it could have a few showers, but we'll see. So I've just moored up at Hungerford Services. So I was just topping up with water. Didn't really need to because we haven't really used that much. It's quite a big tank, but you never pass a water point, so we've done that. Also, I've emptied the cassette toilet in the L-sand here. So yeah, just waiting for this to fill up. As always, the flow is really slow on the towpath taps, but yeah, just get this finished up and then we'll go through Hungerford, have a look, see what moorings there are, and then we'll turn around and come back through and stop off at one. So we've come through Hungerford, we're out the other side. We're now looking for a winding hole so we can turn around. We think there's one in a couple of locks' time. I'm at the front of the boat because Dave is driving the boat. It's his first go at it, and he's like a natural. This lock's a bit of a nightmare. Lock 73. It's got a bloody swing bridge right above it, so you have to open the swing bridge before you can lift the boat up, otherwise you'll lift the boat to the underside of the swing bridge. But also, it's a violent one. We let the water in and yeah, the boat's all over the place, even though I had it on the centre line. Really hard to control it, so yeah, got to be real careful opening those paddles up. The good news is that we're going to be going through one more lock, then turning around and then coming back through this today. So we'll be experts by the end of this. So we're in Cobbler's Lock. This is a stunning lock. Lovely little cottage right beside it. What a place to live. This is beautiful. This is lock 71, Pickersfield lock. These lock gates are made out of steel, so there's got steel elements in them rather than timber, which is different. Never come across that. I guess they're going to last a bit longer. It's quite a big lock, taking a little while to empty, but shouldn't take too long. This is our last lock before we have to turn round. So we've got to go about a mile up the canal, find the winding point, turn round, and then come all the way back through this lock that we've just done. That's the joys of being on a canal. You've got to find somewhere to turn before you can turn. You can't just turn where you like. That's halfway on this trip. Now back to Aldermaston. So that was Froxfield turning point near Froxfield Lock. So we're now on our way back to Hungerford. So everything we've just done, we're now going to come back and do it the other way. People often say, well, isn't it just the same? But actually, it does look slightly different heading in a different direction on the same bit of water. So yeah, not too bad. We're going to try and get back to Hungerford now. Find somewhere to moor up and go out for dinner somewhere there, hopefully. If we can't find anywhere to moor up, we'll go through Hungerford and out the other side, and then either eat on board or walk back into town. We'll see how we get on. And that's the joy of canals, isn't it? You don't know where you're going to moor up, you don't know where you're going to park up overnight. You can plan for everything, but if there's no mooring spaces, then there's no mooring spaces. So yeah, see how it turns out. It's sun's out, turning into a glorious day. Loving boating life. It was a 6-hour cruise, which was about as planned. So having Dave on board gets us through the locks quicker by all accounts. Sorry, Shaz. We're in Hungerford, so we're just Hungerford Lock here, so just above the town centre bit. So there's a lovely little mooring, rings again, so we're on rings rather than having to bang pins into the ground, so this is much nicer. Yeah, these are proper K&A moorings, so we're going to go off into Hungerford itself and have a look, see what's about. There's a couple of pubs by all accounts, find some dinner, a few beers and chill out. It's a beautiful day. So it's Thursday morning and we are up. Nice lazy morning this morning. It's about 10 o'clock, just before 10, get going. So just going into Hungerford Lock and then we'll make our way on down to Newbury. See what today brings us. Being on the front of the boat is my favourite place to be. I do like just sitting here, nice and peace and quiet. You can't really hear the engine that much. You haven't got that drone just going on all the time. You just hear the water lapping at the front of the boat. Really peaceful and quiet. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Especially on a day like today where it's not too hot. Sun comes out in intervals. It's only about 10:30 in the morning and it's already very warm. Very much t-shirt weather. So yeah, it's lovely. One of the things I like to do is plan my routes. So I use Canal Plan AC, which is a website for planning routes and that. I just take the information off there, just screenshot the maps and screenshot the text, the bits I want to put into there, and just helps me plan the route. The timings aren't too bad. At the start of the journey on Monday and Tuesday, we were about an hour out for each day. So where it should have been 6.5 hours on day one, we were then 7.5 hours. We're trying to work out what it was. Why was it that we was doing that? Because recently, the last couple of days when I've had Dave on board, we've been a bit quicker. I don't think it's where Sharon's slower. I don't think that at all. I just think where you get, I think it's coincidence. And when you're in a lock, you've only got to be in there an extra 5 minutes. And if you're doing 10 locks a day, do the maths, it soon adds up. So you can quite easily lose an hour quite quickly. Just by the weather or chatting to people and stuff like that, you know. Pompey Chimes is still getting noticed quite a lot. This morning, an engineer visited a neighbour's boat and was like, "Oh, Pompey Chimes, yeah, I've seen that at your marina." And then yesterday I had 2 tourists in Hungerford stood outside the boat taking pictures of it, and then they put their camera inside the boat through the duck hatch and were starting to take photographs on the inside. Quite rude, but you know, they just felt that they needed to do that. Not quite sure why. It's only a narrowboat, but yeah, that's what living life on the water's like sometimes, I suppose. And if you've got a boat with an interesting name or something that stands out, I think it kind of makes people want to chat to you, which is great. I enjoy that. It's quite nice. So we're at our second lock of the day. This is Dunmill Lock, just down from Hungerford, and we approached it and it was empty, but then we had a quick look and we could see that there were some boats coming, so we're just waiting for them to come in because we don't want to waste the water. So rather than just rushing down and filling it up with it empty, we're going to hang on for 5 minutes, let them come in, fill it up with them in it, and that saves a whole lock of water, especially with the recent weather we've had. Not a great deal of water about, although the Kent and Avon doesn't seem to be suffering that bad at the moment. This was an interesting boat. It's a front engine boat, so the engine's actually in the bow, right at the very front of the boat. And then there's a hydraulic system that with hydraulic pipes that go all the way down towards the back of the boat to drive the propeller at the back. He said it was quite a complex system, and but actually being on the back, it was very peaceful and quiet because the engine's at the other end. This is Dave's first time driving into a lock. We just let these 2 guys go out of the lock, and we've got both gates open, so his first lock's going to be quite nice because he's going to come in with both gates open rather than just one, so he's got less chance of hitting anything. He's really getting the hang of it and hopefully enjoying it. So that lock we've just done, that took us just over half an hour to get through that. That was waiting for the two boats to approach, get in, faff around, fill it up, get them out, get us in, get us down, and then the lock gates kept wanting to open on their own. But we've got it, we're out now. So yeah, just over half an hour. So that's where time is won and lost, isn't it? You can see that. We're back at Kintbury now, so this is the Kintbury lock, and Dave's getting the hang of getting the boat in and out of the lock. He's actually doing most of the driving today. We've got both gates open because there was a wide beam coming out, so both gates were already open. So he's had a bit of an easy going into locks, but coming out he's been using one gate, so he's had to try and navigate through one gate on the way out. We're at Kintbury, and just coming up underneath this bridge here is the Dundas Arms. We didn't stop there. We didn't stop in Kintbury. We went straight through. We did see Kimberly Joe and Sonia and Tony on board. Had a quick wave at them, but didn't have time to stop. There was nowhere to moor up really, and we didn't have time to go back out and see you guys. So if you do watch this, sorry we didn't stop. Maybe we'll catch you on your way back. When you're on your way back off the Kent and Avon at some point. Real shame, because I'd love to meet up with you guys and have a chat about what life's like on the Cup. That was Kintbury. So this is a sight you don't often see. We've got a horse on the towpath, and it's towing this narrowboat, which is quite a wide narrowboat, but it's a trip boat, so you can go out on it, and it's towed by the horse. There's no engine on it. The horse pulls it along, and there's a guy with a big pole helping to steer at the front to get around all the moored boats. And there's all the passengers on board. They're having a great time. And the guy in the back who's doing the steering, he loved Pompey Chimes. He was shouting out Blue Army and Play Up Pompey. I'm not sure if he was a fan, but probably not. But he seemed to enjoy us coming past him. But it was interesting watching him how he steers the boat and leans off the back of it, and really quite interesting, harking back to the days of old. So 6.5 hours after setting off, we're here, back at Newbury, and we're actually back in the exact same position we were on Monday night, within about 2 feet of it, I think, looking at it. So yeah, really pleased to get this mooring, just outside Newbury, just between Newbury and Guy's Lock, on some actual proper moorings. Yeah, really happy with that. It's been a long day. Should have only taken about 4.5 hours, but we had every lock against us. We had boats coming up, so as we got to the lock, other boats were on their way up, and of course it was set in their favour, so we had to wait for them to come along, get in, fill it up, and the rest of it. So yeah, it's been a long day where everything's been against us, but we're here and we're happy, and we've had a good day boating. The weather's been astonishing, really good, just perfect, not too hot. Cloudy every now and again, but yeah, really good. So we're at Newbury now. It's Thursday night. We're going to think about what we're going to do for dinner, and then let's see what we're doing tonight. So it's Friday morning, and what a stunning morning it is too. The forecast is looking brilliant. 23, 24 degrees maybe. Plenty of sunshine, and we're still here in Newbury at the moment. It's first thing in the morning, and everyone's on their way to work. It's a good thing about being on holiday, isn't it? Watching other people go to work. Yeah, so we're on our way down to Woolhampton now. We'll get going shortly, not right now, because Dave's actually gone into town, which is just down there, 10-minute walk, to try and purchase a sun hat, because the sun's getting quite strong. We weren't forecast this weather really, or expecting it. So yeah, today's trip is Newbury to Woolhampton. Probably won't get much video footage of this because we've done this coming the other way, but we'll see how we get on. It's supposed to be a 5-hour cruise. We'll see what it comes of it, but I don't think it's going to be 5 hours somehow. So we've done one swing bridge, which was a mechanical one. You just press a button and it opens, here in Newbury Centre, and this is Newbury Lock we're at the moment. And the Lock, Stock and Barrel pub, that Fuller's pub there, we stayed there last night and had dinner. It was okay, it wasn't anything special, very limited menu, but it was all right in there. £7.60 for a pint of neck oil, which I thought was rather expensive, but nice setting. Then we went over to the weir side, just behind the wall there, another little pub, that was quite nice in there. and this is Newbury Lock, and it's a really lovely area, absolutely stunning. Hay fever's strong today, and the sun is strong. It's only 10:30. Rain just got moving really. Started about 10:15 to get through the swing bridge down the end there. Yeah, what a lovely place. Who knew that the centre of Newbury was so nice? So just waiting for this lock to fill, and then yeah, we'll get going. So just waiting to go through the lock. Dave's just emptying it now, and I can see in the distance there under the tunnel we've got all the swans to come back to greet us again from when we came up here. There's actually loads of them, and once again the boat's getting quite a lot of interest because of its name, and it's from Portsmouth and stuff like that. So yeah, plenty of people interacting with us and wanting to talk about Pompey Chimes, which is great. Today Dave's doing the work. Yesterday I did all the locks, so Dave did all the driving, so we're going to swap it around a bit today. I will let him do some driving today, but we'll get through Newbury first, I think. What a beautiful day for it. We've arrived at Woolhampton Visitor Mooring, so we're just above Woolhampton Lock and near where the row barge inn is. So just above that, so we've got that to do in the morning. But it's been a good day's cruising today. Once again, I think all bar one lock was set against us, so we had to fill it up before we could come down it. But we did it in about 5 hours, which was about right. That's what the planner said we'd do it in about 5 hours, 15 minutes, I think we did. So Newbury to Woolhampton, so that's pretty good going. So we're moored up here. It's a lovely evening. It's nice and warm. It's nearly time for us to go to the pub and have something to eat and a few beers. It's our last night on board, so we'll get things tidied up as we go along. This is our first wild mooring of the whole week. So I managed to get some use out of my new gangplank. So it's just a scaffold plank, 8-foot scaffold plank that I painted with some decking paint to make it non-slippy. But I've not used it all week, so because we've always had really good moorings, but this is our first kind of wild mooring bit in amongst all the bushes and stuff. So yeah, it's been a really good day today, and we shared the driving. So I did half the driving, Dave did the other half, and yeah, it's been a nice, relaxing cruise all the way down. Really good. So let's see what we can find for dinner tonight in the row barge inn. So it's Saturday morning and we're stuck. As you can probably hear. Let's try that again. So, had a lovely evening last night at the row barge inn as always. There's always a good meal in there. Got up this morning and this part of the canal is about, I don't know, 9 inches lower than it was last night. Woke up this morning, could see all this blossom on the front here, on the top here rather, just floating towards the lock. So I'm wondering if someone had opened the paddles incorrectly or letting a load of water out. But this part of the canal has actually dropped quite significantly and it beached us on the side there. So just taken me about 15 minutes just to get the thing off. Managed to get it off, then Dave went up to the lock to go and set it, and then got stuck again. But I think we're off now, so had to use the pole for the first time to get myself off, which was another first. A lot of firsts on this one. Yeah, so it's Saturday morning and we're very short hop, just one lock, one swing bridge, Woolhampton of course, and then we'll be back at the marina. So we should get there hopefully around about 10 o'clock-ish, and then get everything packed up and the trip is done. So let's see how we get on with Woolhampton Lock and swing bridge. So we finally got into Woolhampton Lock. 2 boats coming up. Had to wait for them to leave the lock, but we're now in. Apparently the loss of water on this part of the canal this morning was due to a hire boater, a Dutch family coming up, that had one gate open at the top and then one gate open at the bottom. Was wondering why it wasn't filling. I didn't realise they were actually emptying the canal from that section down to the river part. So yeah, so we've lost about 9 inches of water above Woolhampton Lock this morning. So we're just going to empty this one, and then we've got the lovely Woolhampton Rapids to contend with, and then the swing bridge, and then the last bit home. And that's it for that trip. We're back on our mooring. Getting back in the marina was easier than it was getting off it. But we're back in, we've managed to get everything unloaded. Starting to shut everything down. Giving a bit of a clean up. I'll come back up here and do a proper clean, I think. But yeah, what a journey this has been. It's 5 days, I think it was 6 days. And it's been great. The boat's been brilliant. Everything's worked as it should. The boat engine, the controls, the kitchen, absolutely everything's been absolutely spot on. So it's been a really enjoyable trip for the first time using this properly, and can't wait for the next one really. Yeah, really good. Anything that we want to change? Yeah, there's bits and pieces. You're always going to find out how well things work and how well things don't work on a boat. So yes, we've got a bit of thinking to do with that. Future videos coming up will probably be a little bit of servicing. I want to service the engine. Never done that on a boat before, so that'll be interesting. See what we can come up with that. But yeah, it's been a thoroughly enjoyable trip. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Yeah, signing out for now.